evening, everybody. Figure I'd wish everybody a happy President's Day. Hope everybody's having a good day. And usually when y'all see me come on, you know it's probably not a cool thing. I was actually doing a little messing around here and found a bill that's moving through the process, and I figured I'd just kind of get out there, let everybody know what's going on and all that good stuff. I'll try to make this one short and sweet. I actually need to get my chat bot up here in case anybody has any questions or wants to know what the heck's going on, what I'm doing, and all that, which half the time I don't even know. But so we got here Senate Bill 590, as you know, from a broadcast we did about a week or so ago. Mr. Brian Hughes had introduced a bill that, as it states here, relating to the requiring a man determined by education or acknowledgement to be a child's father to pay retroactive child support beginning on the date of the child's conception. We kind of walked through that bill. I did the kind of the rundown of I could probably do the open the bill up, but kind of in summary is basically the way it's written. It's pretty well open that any woman can name any man as the child and nail him for back child support, that wonderful 9-month incubation period that comes out, and there's really not a whole lot he can say about it. I mean, again, as we all know, in Texas, they push really hard not to get those DNA tests. Of course, it's not even a requirement in this one, and daddy, whoever your name is, and no one cares, will be responsible for formula, crib, Pampers, Huggies, depends which one you're into. Her postpartum recovery time, which I think is around 40 or 50 years. Actually, I see Joe's out there. Yeah, Joe and I were on about a week ago. We need to get him back on and do another run through of upcoming bad bills. But he actually just noticed or said that he got the notification that it's live. So yay, we're kind of getting out there, which is awesome. But what I wanted to talk about on this one is it's more of a notification, and then I'll of course provide his information. Maybe someone will decide to call. Is this part right here that it is pending the Senate Jurisprudence Committee. So it went from being read, and this was actually on the 17th. It was introduced on the 24th. It was introduced, first time reading, and then now it's off to the committee to get reviewed, which who knows what's going to happen here. Sylvia here jumped in. Let's see what she's got. That's crazy. What is this world coming to? Yeah, I'm with you. We've got, I believe it's 4 bills, last I checked. I could do some searching real quick, but I think it's 4 bills in Texas alone that is for retroactive child support. And all of them, as I understand it, and again, this is just my understanding actually in the live, and I have a link to the actual bill, so you can read it with your own pearly blues, browns, greens, blacks. I don't know what all the eye colors are, but you can read it with your own eyes. And again, even though it's got that legalese nonsense, and you can pretty well gather what's being done. And you'll note on them that there's not a start period for that. There's no DNA requirement, so basically any woman can name any man. And hey, good luck on proving that the child isn't yours. We all know how that works. And all the other fun stuff, and it's written in there that you'll be responsible for the postpartum period. Which, if we could see it happening if she doesn't want to go back to work because postpartum. Actually, my ex-wife tried that, so it's not outside the realm. And this is what's coming, September 1st, 2023. And I say if the bill passed. We all know when the bill passed. When that bill passes, this is what's going to happen. A bunch of guys, I can't even say dads because it's not going to matter if you're the dad, the actual father or not. It's if she names you. I mean, I don't know. Is Elon Musk in Texas? Because I'm assuming on September 2nd of this year, Elon Musk's mailbox is going to get flooded with notices from the Office of the Attorney General about all the children he's fathered or supposedly fathered. So that's one thing. We got Paul's got a comment here. Let's pop that up here. So if a woman says a man is the father, can the man request a DNA test to prove he isn't? No. I mean, he can try, but Texas overall discourages that. We have article after article, example after example See, I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. He owes like $80,000 for a child that everybody knows, including the Office of the Attorney General, knows is not his. Everybody knows that the DNA test shows it's not his, but he is the father. The way it works, unfortunately, and courts routinely will not. They simply will ensure that it doesn't happen. Now, if this bill, the only way I could really come in here and say, because again, I think we could all agree that a father should be responsible for his child. But it shouldn't just be financially. I mean, there should be equal shared parenting, 50-50, where there's, no abuse and all that fun stuff on either side, again. And we go there. That's what, all the medical information, all the research shows, but that's not it. It's the Title 4D funds, it's all the cottage industry, all the millions of dollars that are made, the lobbying groups, and all those things, all that money that prevents those type of things from happening. So we can't just look at this and prima facie say, oh yeah, it's going to be a good bill. There's they've already one person, I believe it was Brian, he introduced it that it was going to be half of the Pampers, the crib. Actually, it's written into the bill. Just for those that have not seen it, I'll go ahead and go on down here. So yeah, as it says right here, boom, diapers, car seat, crib, clothing, infant formula. This is where it gets funner. Lost wages as a result of time spent receiving medical attention during gestation, which is the pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum recovery. Another fun one. Joe named the person. If you get a chance to check out Gabriel Cornell, I'm sorry, I butcher names. That's just kind of, I shouldn't be the spokesperson here because I butcher names horribly. But he said here there were people in Texas who are paying for a child. It's not biologically theirs. Gabriel is one of them. I think actually on the Pissed Off Parent page, I think I have a YouTube video talking about it. If not, if you Google his name or put his name in any search engine, it should definitely pop up. Let's see here. Temper. Let's see. But then women are asking why men are staying away from them. Yeah. Oh, I understand as a father we have a responsibility, but this is pure cashing on the money. Yeah, that's the thing. And again, this is my belief based on the research I've done. But I saw and I reported on the Pissed Off Parent Facebook page, and I think the pissedoffparent.com website. The ACF, they did a report, I think a year ago, and they were saying that while Texas gets that bonus check every year, I mean, I think it's like $80 million for the bonus check, and of course the millions in the recovery funds for all the different things that they do, and then all close the stuff that we don't see. They said collectively states lost those Title 4D funds, so they're scrambling. And while make no apologies, I'm a huge pro-lifer. If everyone was honorable with the whole, that part of it, I would be 110% on board with it. But the whole Roe v. Wade, getting that returned back to the states where it should be, I mean, we can argue that all day long. I'm right. But they had been trying for, I think, around a decade now to get this in there so they can get those Title 40 funds. They actually already wrote the bill. I had a document, so I'm Pissed Off Parent, but it already has the Title 40 fund language in there at the federal level, and I believe there's 3 of those out there at the federal level. But when Roe v. Wade happened, these things there's 4 of them, just boom, 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 out, and they've already got the language there. And what's funny is this guy and another guy, I can't remember his name, again, it's in one of the previous reports, they actually have they're from totally different areas, everything's different about them, but they have pretty well the exact same language, but in the other guys, it says an equitable amount of this. Now, I'm going to talk to the dudes here. You know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to talk to anyone that has been in family court, which is a court of equity. What does that tell everyone that has been in the family court world what they mean when they say equitable? They mean most or all, or you better give until it hurts, even when it does hurt. That's what that means. And who knows which one of these bills is going to get put through. One of them is going. One of them is getting put through, and if you don't believe that, I got some beachfront property to sell you. I can't even remember that good joke. But what I wanted to kind of just make a quick note out there, and again, ask any questions in here. Yeah, hey, the Godfather's in. My man, Jeff Morgan. A court of inequity. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to give credit here to The Godfather. And if you don't, well, it's one of those, we do all these shows. I'm involved in so much stuff. We get all the nicknames and all that stuff going. And then people that aren't 100% familiar are like, what the heck? Yeah, he's The Godfather. This guy's done so much. But I stole, and I say that tongue in cheek, laughingly. It's all good natured. But I stole, oh boy, I forgot the phrase now. It's the anti-family court. I think it was the anti-family court thing from Jeff. So he should trademark that and get a quarter every time someone says it. Hey, there's your money marketing idea right there. Maybe just make one out of here for the court of inequity. But these bills, I want to really talk about the bill and just kind of make a quick one out here just so everyone can see this. But this bill, the original one from Brian Hughes, which I'm going to put his information up here, is now officially reaching that next day. I mean, it's September 1. It's coming. And we have got to get people organized and involved in getting this stopped. And they're not going to listen to one story. They're not going to listen to your story. It's going to be sheer numbers, in my personal opinion, which is supported by the evidence, both positive and negative, that it's going to take the collective power of about 1 million people or so getting in touch with these guys and girls and telling them, if you want to be voted in next time, this better not see the light of day, because again, all they care about is their jobs and the money they make. That's all they care about. And I'm sorry if I'm telling y'all the thing about Santa Claus that no one else told you. That's what it boils down to. They don't care about you. They don't care. Well, I take that back. When I say this, I should say 99.9. I'm still holding out on Mays Middleton. Mays, I'm going to call him out as one of the good guys from what I see so far. The proof's in the pudding. What I've seen from him, he's the author of HB 803. He's actually introducing a bill, which I reported on, I think, a week ago, that is going to discontinue tax-funded lobbying. Did you guys know? If you didn't know this is going to really piss you off. That your tax dollars, the money that you pay, you think this ticks you off, the money that you pay in taxes then gets used to lobby things that go against you. I don't know if anyone knew that. I think the number was 70 million, 40, I think it was like 41 or 71. There was a few articles about it and some other data on it. But I'll just say between 40 and 70 million dollars a year is used in paying tax-funded lobbying to organizations like the Family Law Foundation, who is a cool friend of us equal shared parenting advocates, but paying people to then talk to our legislators that we elect because we want them to represent us, and magically put through bills that seem to hurt us. We're paying for this. This is where we all have to get involved and do something about it. Joe. And people blindly vote for these politicians that side with the lobbyists. That's it. That is unfortunately, and then Joe actually also, this is the key right here: power in numbers. Collectively, or one or two people, or 10 people, or even 100 people, we're not going to make a dent. If 100 people call up Brian Hughes and let them know respectfully, and not nice, but respectfully, don't make threats, don't do anything they're going to use to then say that, we're threatening, we're mean, we're whatever. I'm a pissed off parent, and that's why I have pissedoffparent.com, but getting 100 people there isn't going to do it. It's going to take millions. This is where people need to share, and I don't give a crap what organization. Tonight I'm wearing my Dad Talk today, which, by the way, love it. Fits comfortably. I got the nice little thing on the back there. I wore it today. Started a number of good conversations with Texans. I'm here in Texas, which can get those conversations going. But getting in touch with Americans for Parental Equality, all the different groups that are out there. I wish they all would just come together and get things done, because we need to get that, and we need to get all these people in Texas kind of under one banner, and then telling these legislators, either you do it the way it's supposed to be done, or you're not going to have a job next time. That is how this will change. Because look, Brian Hughes, this guy, whatever is going on, he didn't wake up one day and decide to do this. I mean, let's be real. There's money involved somewhere. Am I alleging anything? I don't know. But he didn't wake up one day and decide that he's going to do a retroactive child support with all of this language. It's just it's inconceivable. It just doesn't make any sense. So let's just put that on. Put a pin in that one. Come back to it later. So has a reason. Now, if we had 1 million parents. And again, this is for the ladies too. I mean, the ladies may be like, "Oh, this is awesome, payday." Well, you have sons, and hopefully you care about your sons. Guess who this is going to hit? This is going to be anyone. I mean, any kid. I mean, it didn't say in the bill if he's 18 years or older, or if he is not in a committed relationship, or if any woman can name any man. And as we know, there's no repercussions for false accusations. We know this. It should be even a discussion. So this impacts everybody. This is going to be hurting a lot of people. It's not thought out at all. And there's other bills that are talking about now, because they love the Title 40 fund so much. I'm already getting off track here, but they're wanting to now require all of your medical and dental, because they passed that law a few years ago, that to then also go through the Title 40 unit to increase that amount. Now, I hope everyone's thinking. Everyone's job scenario is different. Some people, do direct pays, and I'm talking a lot to the Title 40 folks, but the folks that work for a company where your medical and your dental all come through a plan, and you pay it through your job. How is that going to work? If that law passes, they're not going to care. There's nothing in there that says, okay, from now on, the amount that you would parse out for your family plan. So let's bottom shelf this for everybody. I'm going to assume a number of folks here, the W-2ers, they have ABC Medical, and they have the family plan. They've remarried, whatever. You've got the family plan. You, your new spouse, and all of your kids on there, and you're required to pay that. So then they're going to come along and say, okay, it's going to be $100. And I'm just throwing raw numbers out there. $100 that's the section for the child. Your job's not going to do anything. Guess what? You're going to pay it. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I can't imagine that they're going to have some clearinghouse or something with all these different companies to do this. I know the garnishment part is there for the actual amount because that's separate, but this is your medical and dental. This is a whole separate thing. There's nothing in this bill that talks about that, so how are they going to get it? And I guess if you don't do it, you'll be held in contempt. So pay up or else. Oh, these are these are questions. Maybe call look up my previous videos and contact that. I can't remember the representative's name, but contact them. Ask them, what are they thinking of? But this should be huge and things to think about. What these yahoos are doing, and this represents the constituents. Do you think? Brian Hughes, all the dads and the moms and the kids, do you think this adequately represents them? Who does it represent? And actually, Jeff, the Godfather, hit it nail on the head. It's debtors' prisons. Cold hard fact. And the reason I'm on is because I want to get this information there. I know everyone's got their own lives, they got their own crap going on and all that, but I want 30 seconds of my quick story. I have 100% custody of my children. I actually get paid child support. Not that I want it. You can watch the video on my page if you want to get into the details. But this doesn't really impact me. I mean, I have 2 boys. I have all of you out there that are impacted. I see society crumbling as a result of all this nonsense and the hurt and the pain and all the damage that's being caused to society as a result of all this nonsense, and I want to make a difference. So if anybody wants to because I know people will say, and especially the Family Law Foundation, oh, he's just an angry dad because he pays child support and he whatever. Dude, I get a check every month. Actually, it goes into an account for my kids, whole separate story. I don't see it because I don't want it. It's for my kids. Anyway, so anyone that wants to argue he's on it for some whatever glorification or I'm just angry. I am angry because I see what it's doing to children. I see what it's doing to families and the destruction of the nuclear family that I want everyone. I want to have a good society. And when you do this crap to our citizens, it's not right. It needs to be fixed. That's why I'm on here at 7:35 Central Time on a Monday night instead of playing Call of Duty or playing with my Transformers behind me. So anyway, I've gotten way off track. This is the Honorable, and we'll leave that open to debate. But Brian Hughes. So if you want to contact him. And again, I'll say this again for everybody. Be respectful. When I say be respectful, I'm saying be man respectful, as in I'm going to tell you what I think, but I'm going to do it respectfully. I'm not going to threaten you. I'm not going to do whatever or do anything dumb, because they will use us. These guys are all whatevers, and they're going to cry and do the victim, the wounded kitten nonsense when they get an email that says, "Man, I'm ticked off about this. You better watch yourself." They're gonna turn around, because that's what they all are, is a bunch of wimpy wounded kittens. And I have lots of examples. Anyway, so contact Brian Hughes. Let him know. Contact your own senator, your own representative, and tell them, because again, they'll be voting on it when it hits the floor and all that stuff. But get in touch with your legislators. Find out who they are. You can go and Google your address and find out who your representatives are. Actually, I think it's on my website, pissedoffparent.com. Again, all free, by the way. This isn't a pitch for my website. I could care less if the ABC.com website gets this information, go there. I could care less. I just want the information out there, and I want people to get this information and do the right thing with it. But contact Brian Hughes, 512-463-0101. It's got all of his other houses and places to be. Wow. And I wonder how he's paying taxes on all those places. That's a funny one. Oh, they're going to lower our taxes. Of course they are. Yes, they're our buddies. This is great, even though they had a surplus. I'm going to get off in a way left field here. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. I just wanted to get this information out there. Thank you all for joining in and watching me ramble on and seeing what my major mental malfunctions are. I hope everybody's having a good President's Day. Hopefully it was off. And all that, and we're gonna try to do more of these. I'm digging more into that. You probably saw I put up Joe's comment. Joe was on with me about a week ago. So Joe, you're about due. You need to get your butt back on here. Need to get some more stuff out there and basically present this to the larger audience, so you can take that, start talking about it, getting it out in the public square. Share this information with your buddies, invite them to join the page, the site. Get gear, so when you're out, get a t-shirt, get a shirt, write something on a hand, on a note, put it on your chest. I don't know. Get these conversations started, because they do actually start them. They do get them going and gets people thinking. It's great stuff. I'm trying to think of anything else before I ramble on way too long. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Morgan, did Leach pull his bill? I'm going to probably say he didn't. But let's see. This is Brian's. I'll have to, not make me look like an idiot. I'm going to have to dig through there. Actually, I think this is his. No, that's Rogers, Mr. Rogers. Actually, I love what Eric Carroll said about this one. This is the one that's basically word for word, essentially, but they use the word equitable in all of this. I'll probably spend more time rambling around here. I'll have to find Leach's bill and see let's see, we got. And then when you type in the word, if you go to Legiscan, for everybody else that's still on, if you go to legiscan.com, type in the word retroactive. You think, hey, the Dwayne guy, he's got I shouldn't say adult toys. He's got toys in the background. He's a complete dork and a nerd and kind of mental. I don't believe him. You know what? Go to Legiscan on your own. Get Texas pulled up, and then type in retroactive or child support or any of those things, and you can see and read for yourself. What's going on here. I want to say I see Sheehan, so that's the third one. Here's 4. Here's number 4. Oh, nope. Guess what? Okay, so to answer Jeff's question here, Leach is still introduced. It was filed on January 26th, so it has not been pulled. So, and again, this is on the House side. So we've got the Senate, got again, well, what we talk about trying to, how do we get our equal shared parenting bills? You introduce the same bill in the House and as in the Senate, so if it dies in one place, it goes, you still have a shot at the other one. Again, they've got four, and I mean, they're just dumping these things in. Language is a little bit different, confuse and confound. But just again to answer Jeff's question there, the Leach bill is the Leach bill. Wow, that's a meme ready to happen right there. The Leach bill is still out there, introduced, and just kind of hanging out, ready to party. But this is again on the House side. The Senate bill is moving right on through, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's all I got for everybody. Again, we're gonna see if we get some more folks on, some more guest speakers, and do some research on these bills or things that are going on. And I'm keeping it for pissed off parents, and I think a number of the places are being shared to. This is all Texas, so you won't have to worry about the rest of the 49 states. I mean, where do they count? I don't know. I'm joking. I care about every state. We'll bring stuff in there, but for right now, and primarily, we'll be dealing with these Texas bill because, well, another thing is that once Texas does it, the other states follow along when it comes to this type of stuff because they know our model. I mean, again, we win every single year on that bonus check. You go with the winner. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good day and all that good stuff, and we will see y'all on the flip side. Talk to y'all later.